if you want to call it like a show, but like something I'm going to start doing on Sundays. And even though I'm doing them on Sundays, it's more just for the fact that Sundays in astrology are associated with the sun, hence Soul Spirit Sundays. And I'm just intending for these messages to be really inspirational um, messages for like what you might need to hear right now to continue on with life, because you know life can be kind of tough sometimes and really tough. And everybody has their own unique challenges and whatnot, but we all have a sun sign and a sun placement, and that represents the spark of life that helps us and motivates us to continue on. So that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for these messages. And like I said, even though they're on Sundays, it's more just for the energetic vibe. It's not really meant to be linear, because these are going to be timeless messages. So um, let's get started. I think I'm going to go in with the Psychic Tarot. So I call in my guides, the guides of those watching or will be watching. And I call in Archangel Michael for protection. So we're going to go with these. I also call in Archangel Gabriel to help me bring these messages through. All right, so we have Rejoice in Celebration and Truth. Those are both very like solar, type things. That's very interesting. Yeah, so right off the bat, I'm getting kind of a couple different messages here. This guy's going through what looks like a portal, and see there's the solar energy right there. So I'm getting like follow your gut instinct, your intuition on how about going through this new portal, this new way of life. And it's going to connect you with your soul family. You're meant to be in communion with right now at this time. See, he's also staying on the scales. So the scales are being balanced in your life right now. So however that resonates for you, it could be monetarily, it could be just energetically, which money is energy at the end of the day, but it could be that like what you've been giving out, you're going to receive equally now. You've been pouring out a lot of energy for a person or event, creative project. It's coming back to you now. Yep. Let's see here. There's a lot of green in this card too, so I'm feeling like, oh, sorry, I gotta fix my camera here. All right. There's a lot of heart chakra energy in this with this card, so I feel like, again, with this being your soul family, you're gonna feel very, you maybe even had past lives with these people, so you're gonna feel very connected emotionally, not only like mentally but emotionally, and just in a very authentic way. And you're to also, just speaking on authenticity, you are becoming more and more aligned with your higher self and your most authentic self that's you have access to at this time as well. So let's see if we can get some more information. Now I'm going into the Food Fortune Oracle deck. I'm like a big time foodie, so I love using this deck. And I love it has like this kind of cartoony vibe, so it's just, I really like the energy of it. Okay, what else do we need to know, Spirit? This time, what inspiring messages do we have? Let's see, the trio. Yeah, I'm kind of getting just with this Trinity type sign here. It's like all levels of your being. You know, your human self, like your physical self, your emotional body, mental body, um, astral body, and then of course your higher self, which is basically like you could say your soul too. It's another way of looking at it. They're all aligning at this time. So maybe through your life at different times you felt these different aspects of yourself kind of very separated from each other, not on the same page. They're all becoming one at this time. They're all lining up, which is again, to me, it's tying in with you becoming your authentic self. Yeah, you're on that path to becoming your most authentic self. You're starting, and to me, that looks like the sandwich is kind of like flying. So it's like you're gonna start. You're beginning to soar. You know, you're beginning to lift off, take flight. And if you've been very down, depressed at this time, you know, you're gonna feel like that solar energy from the universe of feeling uplifted, inspired, that sort of thing. Yeah, I did hear. This is a little random, but I did hear it'd be really good for you to eat like green leafy vegetables right now. So like kale, spinach, um, yeah, anything green, even romaine. Maybe you're low in iron. I'm not a doctor or anything, so just this is just for entertainment purposes, but that's what I'm hearing. So you might want to look into getting your levels checked, and just incorporating those leafy green vegetables. But anyways, that's just a little side note. Let's see here if we can get any more messages, Spirit. Being guided to pull 3 more cards, so that's what I'm gonna do. So 2 cards from Psychic Tarot and 1 more card from the Food Fortunes deck. Okay. So I can do this. Okay. So yes, again, I feel like you've been in this state of like feeling trapped, imprisoned. Whether physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. But you're seeing that light. You're seeing that kind of light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. The solar energy is coming to shed light on the truth of your situation, and that there is hope and there's something to look forward to. And this is triumphant success. So I mean, and again, that there's that light around the sword. So you will have achieved victory. I'm hearing for some of you, maybe you've been dealing with a lot of spiritual warfare. There's been a lot of dark energy entities around you, and this is your time to have victory over those spirits. They no longer have a hold over you with those lower negative emotions, and you are fighting back. You are standing in your power and your authority as a divine sovereign being that you are. We all are. We're divine sovereign beings. We are each a part of Source, you know? We're each a part of that spark of Source. And we are all equal and valid and loved by Source, by God, the universe. And again, I think this is just, this is reiterated by the stake is kind of shaped like a heart, and again, also, there's that crown. Like Spirit's just reiterating that we are those divine sovereign beings, and really connecting with that divinity is important through the heart chakra. We have to feel it. We can know it, you know, on a mental level. We could even possibly embody it, you know, physically with material wealth and that sort of thing. But the most important thing is feeling it at that soul level. And that's kind of what I'm getting with that card. Excuse me. And again, look how it's like soaring above the clouds. You're being lifted up to a new level of reality, a higher level of reality, in the sense that, not that it's better or any, you know, it is better in the sense of a, you know, a more positive experience, a less challenging or contrasting reality. And a lot of us, you know, are moving, a lot of us are in 4D consciousness, and we're moving into the fifth dimensional consciousness, because 5D Earth is already here. It's being anchored in. So a lot of us are moving through and working through a lot of our shadow, which happens at the different levels. But it does, you know, it happens in the body. It has to, you have to, your body has to change like at a cellular level to be able to hold the fifth dimensional frequency and be able to be a match for 5D Earth. So yeah, you could be going through a lot of those changes, and maybe that's why the leafy greens came up. It's going to help you with that process. But again, you're moving into a higher state of being, higher level of reality that's more in alignment with who you are, your true authentic self. And again, not that any of these, all these levels of reality have equal valid worth and experience, but as you move higher through the dimensions, you get less and less duality, less contrast, so things do go more smoothly. And it's not to say that there isn't, everything's perfect, but like in the fifth dimension, nothing's perfect. It's just that it is the first dimension where you of consciousness, where you realize that it's not all black and white, like good versus evil. Everything's working together to help us evolve and grow into our most highest state that we can be, you know, as a soul. It's all teaching us things. So it's just, it is less abrasive, a little less challenging, a little less, I won't say less challenging. There's different challenges, but just less contrast, because there's more unity, a higher level of peace, that sort of thing. So, and just the fifth dimensions also resonates with unity, freedom, truth. So what that means, also, like, you know, financial freedom, freedom on all levels, more peace, that sort of thing. So I'm getting that's what you're moving towards. And maybe this is the first time you've ever heard this, but I would suggest you do a research into the new Earth, 5D Earth, the fifth dimension, Christ consciousness, unity consciousness. Those are all good places to start. For a lot of you, you probably are already aware of those terms, but yeah, for some of you, maybe you just heard those terms. So those are good places to start for research, that sort of thing. So I think I'm going to wrap it up with one final message from the angels before we wrap up this Soul Spirit Sunday. Okay, angels, what parting message would you like to give us? It's going to help inspire us to continue to move into our most authentic and true selves. It says, detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. So yeah, you might be moving away from all kinds of relationships, family, business, friendships, romantic, that are no longer resonating with you. Again, that card that we got earlier. Well, the two cards with the man moving through the portal, and then it was rejoicing and celebration. Again, you're moving into new ways of being, and therefore your outer reality has to match that. So the people that, I mean, we do have free will, of course, but you're just going to find that you can no longer be around those people that just no longer resonate with you, and because you're no longer, literally, you're no longer a vibrational match to those people. And I know how painful it can be. I really do, because the people that my relationships in my life mean a lot to me, and I've had to let go with a lot of people that I still love, but just became too toxic, and so I deeply understand that, and I know how hard it can be to let go. Family, really deep friendships that you've had for many, many years, could be childhood friends, that sort of thing, of course, romantic partners, all of that. But it's what you need to do at this time, and it's what's going to propel you and move into those higher states of being, like I was talking about earlier. And you're just going to naturally run into the people, your soul family, that are vibrational match to you right now, and they're going to help inspire you even more, and you're going to grow together, in this journey to finding your most authentic self, who you came to here to be, and moving into that fifth dimensional frequency. So I think that's pretty inspiring, and there was choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. So it's like the angels are reiterating that. It's like right there. So I think that's a pretty great place to leave it today. If this resonated, I would love for you to like, share, and subscribe. No pressure, but it would definitely help out the channel. And I look forward to chatting with you guys. Feel free to comment. And I will see you next time in the next video. So take care.